Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Hey, good Tuesday afternoon, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Nick Oresco. Let's get a quick check on traffic and weather with 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Nick. As expected, today, brightest day of the week. Let's take a look at traffic right now. And for the most part, traffic seems to be running along fine here. We've got a little snapshot of I-91, from the Connecticut state line to Mount Tom in Holyoke, and that traffic seems to be running fine. And the Pike from Blandford to Palmer, also looking good. No problems on 391 or 291. Weather has been brisk and breezy, but bright today. Temperatures topped out in the mid-40s to low 50s. We will update another chance for rain here before the end of the week with our 22 News Storm Team forecast.
The Trump administration has terminated $106 million in K-12 education funding for Massachusetts. The funding is used towards supporting student mental health, tutoring, school security, and building upgrades. The U.S. Department of Education notified all states last Friday its decision to end the Federal Education Stabilization Fund. Nationwide, it is estimated that this decision terminates over $2 billion across 41 states. On your screen now are local schools impacted by the funding cuts, with Springfield leading with over $47 million. Jury selection began today in the retrial of Karen Reed. Reed is accused of striking and killing her boyfriend and Boston police officer John O'Keefe with her SUV in 2022. Her defense team argues that Reed has been framed by law enforcement and that O'Keefe was killed by someone else. The jury said they were at an impasse and could not decide on a verdict. After the trial, several jurors came forward saying the group was unanimous in finding Reed not guilty of the most serious charge, that's second-degree murder. Reed's lawyers were unable to dismiss the case entirely or any previous charges. Reed now faces the same charges she did in her first trial. A federal court has denied a request by one of the three men convicted of a Berkshire County triple homicide to have his conviction overturned. David Shalhoub was convicted of 3 counts of first-degree murder, kidnapping, and witness intimidation in the 2011 killings of David Glasser, Edward Frampton, and Robert Chadwell. Shalhoub filed a petition with the federal court saying that his Sixth Amendment rights were violated during his trial in 2014, but the federal court ruled against his appeal. He is serving 3 consecutive life sentences for the murders. April is recognized as Child Abuse Prevention and Awareness Month, and the town of Belchertown raised the Child Abuse Awareness flag at the town hall this morning. This begins the month-long efforts to raise awareness for the impact child abuse has on communities across the country and just how common it actually is. The executive director at the Children's Advocacy Center in Hampshire County told 22 News that 1 in 4 girls are sexually abused before they turn 18 years old, with 84% of offenders either being family members or someone the child already knew. We're back now with meteorologist Brian Lapis. Bright sunshine behind you, Brian.
Yeah, full disclosure, I had a little computer problem, so I can't show you anything other than these cameras.
That's fine.
You're just going to have to watch us on 22 News at 5.
Yes.
You know what? Let's bring it back to Nick here because we've got a little time to kill. Yeah, thank you, Garrett. Love that. Fantastic. So I was having a conversation with a friend today about planting, and she asked me, is it okay to plant right now?
Right.
Case in point tonight, temperatures get down into the 20s. So we're not just quite ready to get into the growing season just yet.
Right, we're at the time of year when it's mild during the day, and obviously we get these cold shots overnight.
Right. So anyway, just wanted to bring that up.
Thank you.
Growing season really doesn't start here until, mid-April at the earliest, maybe
Right.
late April or early May in some places.
Yep.
Okay, are we done?
We're done.
Okay,
Welcome
I
back.
started it.
Welcome
so-
back to me now.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
you?
Really quickly, we'll just give you a little snapshot here. Mostly clear here tonight. Clouds roll in tomorrow. Some rain on Thursday. We'll talk about it in further detail on 22 News at 5 when my computer, Nick, will be ready. I'm hoping.
I think we are all looking forward to that. We'll send it back to me now. All right, former New England Patriots head coach Bill Parcells has been selected for induction into the Patriots Hall of Fame. Chairman and CEO Robert Kraft made the announcement this morning. Parcells was the head coach of the Patriots for 4 seasons from 1993 to 96 and led the team on 2 playoff runs. He won 2 Super Bowls with the Giants before being hired by New England. He is the only coach in NFL history to ever lead 4 different teams to the playoffs and 3 different teams to a conference championship game. He was also voted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2013. In the NCAA Women's Tournament, Paige Beckers carried UConn to its record 24th Final Four. She scored 31 points Monday night in a 78-64 victory over USC. UConn now heads to Tampa to face the overall number 1 seed UCLA on Friday. On the other side of the bracket, number 1 seed Texas used its stifling defense to reach the Final Four for the first time since 2003 in a 58-47 win over TCU. They will face the defending champion South Carolina on Friday. Tonight on 22 News, starting at 5 o'clock, April is Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and police departments statewide plan to step up enforcement. Tonight we take a look at what to expect here within the Commonwealth. And changes are coming to the U.S. Postal Service, how these new changes could save $36 billion over the next decade. Plus, protesters gathered to express concern over Social Security. We'll have a recap of today's event. Brian.
Traffic in the lower Pioneer Valley is looking good. Pike east of the river running fine through Palmer, and west of the river to Blandford good. And 391 and 291 are in pretty good shape. We'll update weather as we head into the second half of the work week with the 22 News Storm Team forecast on 22 News at 5.
And we have updates all the time at wwlp.com and the free 22 News app. We'll see you tonight at 5.